Hello, hello, and welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Satisfactory. My name is Quad, and in the last episode, I was able to get concrete, iron plates, iron rods, and copper wire, all kind of going here. So we have the base materials to kind of get started and get building. So, in today's episode, we're going to be starting off with getting our power systems basically to 100%, so we don't have to worry about that until we unlock the coal generators. I don't know how far down the line that's going to be, but yeah, so let's get over here and let's get started. So I was thinking about it last night when I was going to bed or when I was sleeping or whatever, and I feel like I could put 3 of these, kind of like one here, and then like one here, and then just have a belt come in, have a splitter go to each one of them so they're nice and even. So I think I'm going to try to do that. I don't know how that's going to work with this running. I might have to shut the whole thing down real quick and then kind of figure that out. So let me go ahead and just do that. Yeah, we're just going to shut the whole system down just for a brief... Should I shut it down? I think I'm going to shut it down in here first. So let's turn it off. Let's go ahead and turn this one off. It should make the whole system overload. No, it looks like... there it goes. Okay, I thought so. Anyway, let's go ahead and deconstruct this, right? And I'm assuming we just get our biomass back into our pockets. Yeah, looks like it. Okay, let's go and deconstruct this one. And then let's reconstruct them. So here we go. Let's put one down facing that direction. I'm just going to put them evenly onto... Oh, no, that's the wrong spot, by the way. Nope, that was not the right spot. I guess I could extend it out by another block. So let's go ahead and just get another foundation put down. Yeah, we'll just put that one there like that. And then let's copy this, rotate it around. We'll put that one there like that. And then I could go ahead and get these wired back up. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, let's just get it connected back up. There's 1 and 2. There we go. Now let me just fill them back up really quick. And then this one as well. Let's pull it. Boom. There we go. We're back up to 100 megawatts. And our max is at 56. So we should be good from here, but I think I'm going to place another one here. And then, yeah, I need to unlock splitters. So let's go ahead and get splitters and mergers unlocked right away. So to do that, we are going to need 150 plates, 150 rods, and 300 wire. That shouldn't be a problem. Let's just go ahead and collect what we have right now. Here's the wire, 200 wire, 120 rods, and then 200 plates. How much concrete do I have on me right now, by the way? Not very much concrete, so I'm just gonna grab a stack of concrete as well. I'm gonna get it sorted, and we should be good for a little bit here. Yeah, it's looking good. Let's go ahead and turn in what we have. I think I need to get a little bit more wire, but we should be pretty close to having everything that we need here. Let's see. There's the plates, there's the rods, and yeah, I just need like 70 more wire. Do I have any copper on me? I do not. So what I can do is take what's in here and then jump on the line and then just start collecting everything, right? So let me do that. Okay, I think I have everything now. Let's see, and boom, there it is. Let's hit it, bro. Adios, suckaball. Adi freaking os. Okay.
Milestone reached.
Okay, I appreciate it, Ada. Thank you very much. Okay, let's take a look here. Here's a merger. Here's a splitter. So we're definitely going to need a merger. What do I need to build that, by the way? Oh, plates and bars. Damn, did I use all my bars? Let's grab the 37 that's in here. I still have a ton of plates up here. I don't have any wire, so I'm just going to take whatever wire I got. 6 of them. Woo! We're freaking rich. Anyway, let's go and get the merger into place. Okay, so what I'm thinking is I should be able to just place this dead smack in the middle, right? Like this. Oh, no, I need a splitter, not a merger, you idiot. Anyway. Okay, now I have a splitter. Let's go ahead and get the splitter into place. And I think I should be able to just center it perfectly, right? Right here. There we go. Yeah, and then we'll feed it in, and then we'll feed it out. Let's go ahead and get our conveyor belts. Let's just hook it up right away. There we go. There we go. And then I'm going to just build one more burner right off the bat, just so I have it, right? So let's go ahead and see if we have enough stuff to make another burner. Nope, I need more wire. Okay, that's going to be fine. But what I'm thinking is I can put three of them here, and then another 3 over here, and then I could have a splitter and split them off going into these 3 and then into those 3, and that should keep my power under control for quite some time. But in order to do that, I need to get all this stuff moved. So let's make sure all of this is done, and then deconstruct it and then reconstruct it over there. Yeah, it looks fine. Let's just go ahead and get it all out of here. Okay, there we go. Okay. So let's get back over here, and then let's get this built. So first things I'm going to need, if I'm going to do this properly, takes 3 spaces, right? 1, 2, 3. So then 1, 2. I'm gonna have to set up another one right here. So let's get some foundations put into place. I'm gonna put, oh, and I think I learned how to do the zoop. There it is. I thought it was a zoot, but it's a zoop. Either way, whatever. We're just gonna go to default right now. We're gonna put these 2 in. Actually, those 3. There we go. So that would be able to put another one here, here, and here, which means the center between all of them will be somewhere like right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a splitter here right now. Yeah, just like that. Is that dead smack center? It is. Now my only question is, will this be able to connect up? Let's find out. Okay, yeah, no, it works perfectly. Look at that, bro. Beautiful as can be. Okay, excellent. Okay, so if that's the case, now I need to grab my constructor, get it oriented right, and it's just going to come, the solid fuel is going to come straight out and right into it. So let's hold control. That looks like it's lined up with the splitter. How close do we want it? Nah, we'll just have like a little tiny gap like that. We could put it a little bit closer, but I think this will look a little bit better. There we go, perfect. Okay, and then we're gonna switch this to solid fuel, right? So if that's the case, we're gonna have to expand out our platforms just a little bit more. So let's go ahead and lay down a couple more foundations here. And then I'm going to extend it just one more. We can always delete things later. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna need 2 more constructors to turn leaves and wood into biomass and then feed them in. So let's go ahead and grab another constructor. And then I think what I want to do, I'm going to face it this way. I think this is going to be enough room. So we're going to lay this here like that. And then I need to get a couple more items. Looks like some cables and reinforced steel. So let me go ahead and craft that up real quick. Okay, there's my 8 cables. Now I need some screws, so we're going to build a bunch of screws, and then we'll get 2 reinforced plates. Okay, and there we go. There's the 2 reinforced plates. Okay, that should be enough. Let's get back out there. Okay, and let's do the exact same thing here. Let's build up another constructor. I think I have them perfectly in line with each other, so I'm going to try to keep doing that. There we go. Okay, now this is going to work. All right, and then all I need to do is build 2 shipping containers. And for the most part, I think I'm just going to stick them right here on the side. I mean, I could bring them up here closer. So then all I have to do is fill them up, which I might do. Let's go ahead and connect these up really quick. So this is going to come out, and it's just going to run. And we need to get a merger real quick. I think we'll just center it right in between here like that. There we go. And then let's just get these connected. So that's going to go in. Hold on a second. Let me get up here. Okay, yeah. Let's see if we can do this. I want to make it look good. I don't want it to just be like this. I mean, that looks fine, I guess. But I kind of prefer the good old 90-degree ones, right? So we just go to our thing. I think we have to go back 2. I can't remember. It's been a while. So let's lay that down. Let's hook up another one. Okay, yeah, that looks a lot better. Okay, look. Beautiful. Okay, let's do the same thing on this side. It's going to come out. We're going to link it and then go back 2. Place it down and then straight in. And then we have to just feed this in like that. So let's switch these around. This one's going to be leaves. So let's turn it to biomass leaves. And then this one over here, we're going to switch it to biomass wood. There we go. Am I going to have enough room, you might be wondering? I think so. Yeah, so what I was thinking of doing is putting a shipping container right here, and then we could just feed them straight into the constructor. But I was also thinking about just putting them right here at the beginning. I wish I could fly, you know what I mean? Let me get up on top of this thing real quick. But then I was thinking I could just put them like at the end of this little thing here, and this is kind of where I just feed them. So let's do that. I think I like that better. I think right here is going to be fine. Let's go ahead and duplicate that to this side. Okay, there we go. Do I have them facing the right way? I hope so. Yeah, this is going to work, I think. Let's take a look at the front. Make sure it's nice and even, right? Okay, it looks gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, that's going to be good. All right, let's go ahead and get these connected now. Only thing is, I'll probably want to put another foundation right here, but I don't think it's completely necessary. I mean, we could just kind of run this over like this, which I don't think will look horrible. Okay, yeah, let's see how this would look. If I just ran it like this, is that going to look good? I mean, I think it'll be fine. You don't always have to have, like, beautiful 90s, right? 90-degree angles, so I'm going to bring it right into this line right here where it's like, you know what I mean, this line. There we go. Let's do the same thing on this side. And then we're just going to wrap this around. It's a little bit unorthodox, I guess, but you know what? It's going to look great, I think. Okay, I didn't go out far enough, by the way, look. Like, I'm going to start with this side, I think, since I already got conveyor belts in here. I'm hoping this is going to be enough room to get out of this, so let's find out. It is, look. Okay, good. I need to rotate this damn thing, though. There we go. Yeah, we're going to do a perfect 90. So I think right here. And then we connect it up again. Then we'll bring it to this little line here. And then... let's see, how does that look? It looks pretty gosh damn horrible. Let me try this again. Hold on. Okay, that doesn't look horrible, I don't think. All right. Let's do the exact same thing on the other side. So we're just going to grab it. There we go. And then, of course, I'm going to have to redo this. So we're going to get rid of this. Get rid of this. And then I should be able to just connect this straight in like that. Is that right? Yeah, bro. It looks beautiful, don't it? Ah, it did. Yeah. Okay. So this one's for leaves. This one is for whatever the hell it's called. Wood. And let's go ahead and load it up and make sure everything's working. Yeah, we got leaves here. Okay. Let's just load it up. I have quite a bit in my pocket here. So let's get to the front. Yeah, and then I'll be able to just kind of come right up here, throw my leaves in like that. And then over here, we'll throw in the wood. I have quite a bit of wood, actually. Now, I actually have quite a bit of biomass as well. So I can actually just load these up with biomass. Well, not these. This thing here. We're going to load this up with biomass real quick, because I do have quite a bit. I don't know how many it'll fit. Looks like only 200 for now. Okay. Now, I don't have power hooked up yet, so we're going to have to get that. Is this too close? Nope. It looks like it's going to be just fine. All right. Okay, so now I just need to get some power in here. I'm going to need at least 1, 2, and just 3 more hookups. So let me go ahead and get some lines set into place here. Okay, and I think I'm just going to hook this one up to here for now, like this. And then we'll get this one hooked up to each thing. I'm going to have to basically redo my power lines, I think, at some point. But let's get this one hooked up. There we go. Now everything should be working properly. Yep, here comes the solid fuel rails. Let's take a look and see what our throughput is, by the way. I don't think I'm bringing in 120 per minute, right? How can I tell what my actual input is? Either way, it's working. It is working. These are not going to fill up until these are out of biomass. So I'm just going to let them run off biomass until then. And then the remaining biomass that I have in my inventory, I'm just going to keep loading these 2 up with that until they actually give out, because I'm going to get rid of those damn starter generators. So in the meantime, let's get up here and we're going to build the rest of our biomass generators. I need to make sure I got enough room for everything. So let's go and build another one up right here. Dude, and now my whole design is flawed. Okay, fair enough. Hold on. Let me shut the whole system down real quick. Damn it. I should have put that 3rd one in before I started this. So it should be fine. I should just have to back this up and we should be able to get in there. So let's delete this line. Let's delete this one as well. And then let's build the biomass generator perfectly on that square like that. There we go. Let's get it connected really quickly. There we go. And now we just need to bring... well, I need to put a splitter into place right here again. So let's do that. So I did have it here before. So I'm thinking we'll just do a 1 gap and see if that's going to be enough. And then if not, we'll just have to redo it, right? Okay, can we squeeze through this? This is the question I have. So it'll land here. I'm gonna push it back one spot. And we're gonna build it. Nope, hold on. I'm gonna have to do it, I think, backwards. So let's build from here and see if we can come out. Oh, check it out. I think I found a spot that it'll fit without clipping too much. So let's lay that down. And then we can get it. There we go. Okay, it's a little unorthodox, I'll admit. But you know what? It's going to work, and it's fitting into this pretty comfortably. So now the only problem with this setup is I didn't really give myself room to expand beyond 6. So we'll have to figure that out when it comes. But there is another one here that I'll probably be able to split out, and then I could probably build a platform up over here or something. Anyway, let me go ahead and get 3 more biomass generators put into place. So that means we'll put... no, hold on a second. I'm encroaching on my thing again. Dude, I think it's the power line this time. Hold on. The hell am I hitting, dude? It's the splitter, the merger. So I'm gonna get rid of this. We'll keep the lines there, hopefully. And then let's try to lay this down now. Okay, I think I'm hitting this pole now, so I'm gonna get rid of this. Now let's try it again. There we go. Okay, so we'll place this one here. We're gonna rotate it around. Put the other one on this block. There we go. I need to build another foundation right here. And then we're gonna put the other biomass generator right there. Just like so. Okay, we're going to duplicate this one, right? And then line that up to right there. There we go. Nah, dude, it's all just a little bit too close to each other. Crap, bro. That's not good. Not good at all. Okay, fair enough. What do I do about that, bro? Well, one thing I can do is just push this machine back by a notch. So let's get rid of this line. In fact, I could probably push this whole thing back by 1, but let's get rid of this constructor. I don't think we can just move it, right? No, I think we got to get rid of it. Okay, let's go ahead and build a new constructor. This is where it was, and this is where it's going to be. There we go. Let's get this connected back up, right? Just like that. And then we can put a splitter in now, I think. Yeah, looks like it. Okay, let's get that connected. There we go. Let's get this one connected. There we go. And then we should be able to get this one fed over there, right? So I think something like this. And then straight in. Yeah, there we go. Is that symmetrical? Damn straight it is. All right, all right, all right. And then all I need to do is connect these all up, right? There we go. Boom. And then this last one. Now this one will take solid fuel. We have to reconfigure this one to biofuel. Solid fuel, rather. There we go. And then I just got to get everything hooked back up with power. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, I'm going to see if I can stick another pole right back here. And I cannot. Nope. I guess I could put another foundations back here. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do it. Screw it. It'll be fine. So we'll just put 2 more. One here, one here. I'm going to stick a pole back here like this. And then I'm going to put another one over here on this side. And same with this side. Yeah, like that. Okay, okay. Let me redo all this real quick. Yeah, there we go, bro. I got it all, dude. I got it all. Let's go and fire this thing up, and everything should work now. All right, let's see. We got 130 capacity. Let's make sure everything's running properly. The leaves are going in, turning into biomass. The wood is going in, it's turning into biomass. We got our solid fuel coming out. We got them going right. We got them going left. And then this should start filling up these machines. Yep, this one should fire on here in a second. It's green. That one's green. And then now that one's green. All right, well, check it out, dudes. It's looking pretty good, I think. I think this is going to be a good setup. Let's see how much energy we're producing. 220. All right, yeah, this will at least keep me going for a little bit. And then, like I said, I have an option to... Well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to split this through here, to be honest with you. No, maybe if we go up higher or something. Nope. Okay, well, I'm pretty happy about it. It is only 6, so if I want to do it again or add more, I'm going to have to kind of redesign this whole damn thing, I guess. But whatever, it's going to be fine for now. Can we get a better look at this, by the way? Let me try to get up here and see if we could look at it a little bit better. Not so much. No. But it's going to work, bro. It's going to be just fine, I think. I'm going to go ahead and drop off the rest of my solid fuel into these, and I need to get rid of these biomasses as well. See if I can just load this machine up. I can, so I will. There we go. And then the rest of the biomass I have, I'll just start feeding into this thing. Okay, well, fair enough. I spent far too long on that. It took me about 45 minutes to get done. Hopefully I did. Hopefully I cut out a lot of the freaking nonsense. Anyway, we can move on now. Now that we have plenty of power, now I need to start refining these areas. Yeah, and we got splitters, we got mergers. So which one should I start with? I mean, I would like to start with like the iron, but I think I'm going to start with copper back here. No, I'm going to start with iron. I changed my mind. Yeah. I'm going to start with iron. First thing I'm going to start with is rods. So if we look at these rods, it takes 15 per minute and it pumps out 15 per minute. Now this is a pure node which comes out at 120. Unfortunately, these belts only run at 60. So if we come over here, we can see that these only run 60 per minute. So that means only 60 per minute's coming out, which means we can get 2 smelters into place. So we're going to do that. And then, which means with those 2 smelters, we can actually supply 4 rods. Yeah, we're going to have to destroy everything first, lay down some foundation. So let's just go ahead and destroy it. We should have enough on hand now to not really be a problem. We're going to leave that shipping container there. And then let's see how we can do this. We're going to have to start with some foundations, of course. So let's get our foundations out. We're just going to do the 2 meter. If we hold... There we go. We're going to get this lined up on the grid. Oh, I see. You can't rotate it. I guess once it's on the grid, you can rotate it. Is that how that works? I don't actually know. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and zoop this thing up real quick. Yeah, just hit 1. But once these are in place like this, I guess now I could just place these anywhere. Yeah, okay. And then I'm going to delete these old ones, right? There we go. And then can we get this closer? Yeah, we can. We're going to build 2 more right there. I can't get any more over this way, but I can, honestly, if I remove these wires. So I think I'm going to do that. Let's just get rid of this line. And then we'll just let that kind of back up for a second. Place these 2 down. Yeah, there we go. And then let me connect this back up just so it's running and all that, right? So there we go. And then back in. Okay, now we need to get 2 smelters into place, right? So I think this is going to work. I was wondering if I should bring them up to the edge or not. We might have to go vertical, honestly. I don't have a lot of room here. So anyway, let's just try it here. And then we'll put the other one right next to it right here. Let's go to the back and see if we can actually hook this thing up. Oh, dude, we can. Beautiful. It looks good as well. Okay, let's do the same thing. There we go. And then this is going to obviously be iron. And now I need to put 4 bleeding constructors. So I think the best option here is going to be going north, right? And I don't mean directionally, I mean up. So let's see if we can do that. Let's go ahead and grab one of these. Yeah, this will look all right, I think. Okay, that's as far as I can bring it out. So I'm just going to lay it here. And then this is going to have to go up quite a ways, I guess. So do something like that, right? And then let me duplicate that entire thing on this side. Go just as high. Yeah, okay, that's looking fine. All right. Do we have stairs or anything yet? I don't know, actually. I don't have stairs. I do have ramps. And I do have foundations. Let's go ahead and put these foundations in. Just kidding, by the way. Okay, damn it, bro. Maybe vertical is not the way to do this. I guess I could have brought them all over here and done it this way. You know what? Yeah, I think I'm going to change my entire mind and move everything onto this side. So let me pull out my chainsaw real quick and just get rid of a lot of these trees. Yeah, that's going to look pretty good. Then I could just turn the smelter over and then pump everything out this way. I could even turn the entire miner as well, honestly. Yeah, so let's just build it out that way. Lay down another one and run it this way. I don't like that it's in the floor, so maybe I should build this up a little bit higher. Yeah, maybe up here like this. So let's run that over. Run this over. Okay, yeah, I think this is going to work. So now let's just duplicate the splitter. Stick it right here on the edge. There we go. And then let's duplicate the smelters next. We're going to put one on this side. I think like right here. Now let's do the same thing on this side. Just like that. There we go. And then we can just get these connected like so. There we go. And now we just need to build 4 constructors for the rods, right? Yeah, 4 constructors for the rods. Okay. How are we going to do that? Well, the damn it, bro. I don't even know quite yet. Because constructors, I think, take up a full block, right? So I'm going to need at least 4 side by side. So let's do 1, 2, 3. Dude, that's going to be a little bit too close. Okay, I've had a change of heart, by the way. I kind of got this all going here to do the rods, but I think I'm going to run it this way instead of over this way. So let me go ahead and get everything dismantled real quick. Yeah, because if I'm going to be doing rods and plates, I have this other node right here, and I want to do the plates on this side, I think. So, okay, so now I need to get some more foundations and set them up on this side. Like right here. There we go. And then we're going to bring this back. And then we're just going to kind of fill this in a bit, right? I'm obviously going to have to move my wires again, but it should be fine. In fact, I'm going to get rid of this, and I'm going to replace that so it angles around and comes through the back side, I think. Yeah. Okay. So I need these to basically be 4 wide. Look, this is already clipping through. Oh, well, it's going to be fine for now. So I think I can just lay this back here like this. There we go. And then I can bring a splitter in. And then we could do the stuff, right? Yeah, I think so. And I'm going to lay the splitter right in the middle right here. And then have it feed in through the backside. Yeah, I think this will look a little bit better. Let me get rid of this real quick. Let's rebuild it. And boom, just like that. Okay, that's going to look a lot better. It doesn't look good from back here, but I do want to kind of have everything inside a building, so that's kind of what I'm getting at here. Anyway, let's go ahead and lay down these smelters once again. They're going to get fed in. I'm going to bring it to the center of the block, scoot it up until it turns green. Do the same thing on this side, center of the block, scoot it up till it turns. There we go. And then we'll just get these connected like that. Bada bing, bada boom. And yeah, we're just going to have to replace all of this stuff. So we will, but not quite yet. Now that we have the smelters, this is going to come out as ingots, right? So now we need to lay down constructors. So let's get our constructors into place, which I think these fit perfectly on these squares, right? Not quite perfect. No, they don't actually. But we're going to go ahead and lay one here. And then 3 more down right here in front of these. Boom, 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 boom. So let me go get the rest of the materials that I need, but I think this is going to work. Yeah, and then these will all turn into rods. Okay. So I'm going to have to expand this out really quick here. So let me get rid of all this real fast and just move it. I'm going to have to get rid of the line, of course. And then I'm just going to lay this down temporarily, like right here. Get it reconnected up over to this other belt, like that. There we go. And then let me reconnect it on this side. Okay, there we go. That's going to work. And then, of course, I need to switch this back to a wire. Okay, fantastic. No power, though. Hold on. We're just going to get it connected back up like that. Okay. Now, this is going to work. All right, let me get everything else I need for the constructors, though. Make sure it comes in from the back side. And we're just going to make them perfect onto these squares, just like this. And then the last one. There we go. And of course, we need to switch them all to iron rods. There we go. They're all iron rods. And now we need to split these out accordingly. So let's go ahead and duplicate the splitter here. We're just going to lay it right in front. right here. And then we'll get it connected like that. This one, damn it, is there not enough room? No, there should be, let's see. Okay, there's enough room. Okay, and then this one to here. There we go. I'm gonna redo that one, actually. I don't like the way that looks, so let's just go ahead and deconstruct. And then reconstruct. We're gonna run it all the way over. That looks like it's even, so we're gonna bring it back 2, lay it down, and then boom, just like that. Right, let's do the same thing on this side. We're gonna have to duplicate the splitter, of course. Set her down right here. We should be able to feed this one in, just like that. Feed this one to here. And then we're gonna do the same thing. That looks even, bring it back 1, 2, set it down, and then turn it in. There we go. So now these will all get the iron ingots, and then it's going to turn them all into bars. And then at this point, I just need to bring them back into that thing. So let's take a look here. So this is going to bring out 15. So I could combine all 4 of these and turn it into 1, right? But in order to do that, I need to expand this whole thing out real quick. So let's do it. I'm going to have to destroy this entire thing once again. Okay, there we go. All right. Now let me go ahead and lay down some more foundations. We're just going to go ahead and zoop them on over. There we go. Let me get up here. Okay, and then we just have to merge everything, right? Absolutely. Okay. So how are we going to do that? Well, there's a bunch of ways we could do it. Okay, so I think I have enough materials to get all these. I'm just going to go ahead and put this one... How far out should I take it? Maybe it's about right here, right? Yeah, we're going to put one here. I'm going to put the other one here, the third one here, and this is going to merge everything together, right? So let's go ahead and get all these connected. Yep, just like that. And then boom and boom. Okay, no, we got one more. Hold on. And then right on in. Beautiful. And now all I need to do is run this out into the damn... whatever that thing's called over there, that storage container. But instead of just putting it out on the ground like that, I think I'm going to build some more foundation. So let's get rid of this. Let's duplicate the foundation. Let's zoop it on over. There we go. And then I'm going to duplicate a storage container. And we're just going to set this, I think, right here at the end. Maybe like something like this, right? And then we'll just get it connected in. And then right on in it goes. Okay. So this is going to fill up with iron bars. Excellent. Let me reconnect the wires real quick from over here. Dude, I need more bars. Okay, hold on a second. I have a whole shipping container full of bars right here. I'm actually going to take all of them and get rid of this one. And then let's get this connected right here to, dang it, right here. To right there. Okay, fantastic. Here comes the wire once again. All right. Let's get back up here. And then I just need to drop off most of my bars, not all of them. I'm going to leave a stack of 200 on me. And then now I just need to power this entire thing. Can I get a better look up here, possibly? No. Can I get up on top of this thing, by the way? No, there's no damn ladders. Okay, that's fair enough. Okay, let me go ahead and start laying down some telephone poles or whatever you want to call them, right? And now this whole thing should run, right? Is it running? It's going to, yeah. And then all of this should be ready to freaking go. Let's see if it works. So it's coming out at 60 per minute because we have Mach 1 belts. And then it's going to come in through here into the splitter. Okay, and then it's separating out left and right. And then since it's coming out at 30, we split it again into 15. And then 15. And then this comes out at 15 per minute on the rod side. So if we come over to this side, here comes the rods, 1, 2, 15 and 15 turns into 30. 15 and 15 is another 30, which turns into 60. And now we have rods coming in at 60 items per minute into this storage container. All right. You know what? Let's go ahead and get a view of it from up top so we can see what it looks like. And boom. Okay, yeah, that's what it looks like from up top. So yeah, we got it coming out, going into our smelters, going into our constructors, and now we're producing 60 per minute of the rods. All right, what's up next? Well, we're going to do the exact same thing, but we're going to be doing it with, well, the iron plates, of course. So I don't know. I was kind of wanting to go vertical but we'll start doing vertical once I get like more wall options and stuff. But let's go ahead and kind of do this exact same thing over here on the plates. And then of course, once we unlock the Mach 2 belts, we're gonna have to redo the entire thing. But most likely what I'm gonna do is just go vertical and just copy this entire thing and just stick it up on the second floor. And that should be just fine, I think. All right, let's go ahead and start on the iron plates next. I can't jump down because I'll die, so let me get down there. Which before I get down there, I could probably do a little bit of planning up here. It's going to be different ratios, so I'm thinking I'm just going to do the iron plates back here. Kind of like I did on this one, and then we'll pop them out somewhere else. Maybe actually straight across from this, so then it's kind of symmetrical and it looks decent enough. So, all right. Well, let me get down there and we'll start building. I'm going to try to jump on these trees. Did I do it? I'm going to die. Okay, I think I am okay. I kind of spammed a bunch of buttons at the last second, but anyway, okay. Let's get over here and let's do this thing. So I think what I'll do is expand on this platform, right? So let's duplicate it. Let's get it connected like this, run it straight across. We can always delete foundations after it's built. It looks like I'm running out of plates and concrete, so let's load up on some plates, let's load up on some concrete, and let's see what this thing's doing. So this is only coming out at 60. We're gonna have to get 2 smelters to split it between 30 and 30. And then this is, okay, so this one's doing 30 in, but only pumping out 20. Which means we're going to only be able to get 40 per minute on iron plates right now. At least until we can get Mach 2 belts. So that's going to be alright. But let's go and load up on at least a stack of plates. And then let's grab a stack of bags. There we go. Yeah, and this thing's getting filled up pretty fast, honestly. But it's alright. Alright, let's get over here. And then we're going to probably turn this thing around just like we did on the other one. But I'm going to get everything into place first. Let's go ahead and just start finishing up the foundation. And then we'll delete the foundations that we don't need when we're done. Okay, now since this is only going to use 2 constructors, I don't really need all of this space. So I only need 2 blocks. Let's go ahead and get the smelters into place first. So here's one. I think I'm going to bring it up to this block. We're going to just center it like this, and then we're going to put the next one right here, also centered. There we go. And then I'm going to grab a splitter, and then we're going to stick the splitter in somewhere around here. I think right there will be fine. And then let's get them connected, right? Boom. Just like that. All right, now let's go ahead and build the constructors. So I think I'm going to lay them perfectly onto this square like this, and then the other one right next to it, right? Like that. Let's go ahead and put the recipes into place. There's iron, and then we're going to switch this to plates, and this one as well, plates, 30 ingots. And don't ask why I pulled out my my chainsaw, by the way, because I don't know. Either way, okay, let's go ahead and get these connected now, right? Just straight on in. Same with this one. There we go. I think I'm going to put the storage container like right here. There we go, which means I need to get a merger. So let me go ahead and duplicate a merger. Then we're going to place the merger right here. There we go. Let's get it all connected, right? So this one goes straight in. And straight in we go. Okay. And then this is going to merge directly into the storage here. Okay, now I just got to power everything up. So, and I'm going to remove this thing and move it, by the way. So let's get rid of this. In fact, I'm going to get rid of that. All of the belts here. Okay, that should be good. Yeah, I'm missing a couple belts there. There we go. I'm going to whip it around to face this way, by the way. So like that. And then we just need to feed the belt in. So we're going to bring it over. Something like right here, right? And then I think I'm going to run it this way. Yep. So we can come down to about right here. And then link it up down to there. And there we go. Check it out. Okay, all right. Let's go ahead and get everything wired up now. And now everything should run properly as long as I selected all the recipes So let's make sure, and while that's kind of getting started, I'm going to empty this entire thing out, by the way. Except for I have a lot of stuff on me that I don't need. Hold on. You know what? I got a bunch of raw ore. Let's see if we can just load this up. So, boom. There we go. Let's load up this one. Boom. There we go. Let's load up these machines as well with the full-blown ingots I have here. There we go. Wonderful. And then can I load up this with more raw? I can. Excellent. Okay, now I should be able to grab a bunch of these iron plates in here, right? Maybe not a bunch, but let's just grab what we can. Okay, I actually was able to get all of them. We're going to delete this thing, and then we're going to load all of these up into this storage container over here. And I'm going to take one stack with me. There we go. Okay, I have a lot of raw stuff that I just need to get rid of. Okay, fair enough, but check it out. Now we have basically 40 plates per minute going into this storage container. Okay, so that means iron plates are done, iron rods are done. I'm gonna get rid of these real quick. There we go. I need to get some stairs into here. I don't have steps yet, so we're gonna put in a couple ramps, I think. Yeah, let's just put this big old 4-meter ramp in. Just kidding. Let's put this 2-meter ramp in. Yeah, right here, and then right here. Same with this one. There we go. And then we have a nice ramp coming up, and then we can get to our 2 things. I don't quite like this. I might move this one over so it's a little bit more symmetrical, but it's going to work for now. All right, damn it. I guess now I should be worrying about copper since this whole thing's kind of just ugly, right? Yeah, in fact, what I could do is duplicate this and just run it here. And then I could put the copper storage container right here. Okay, let's do copper next. So I'm gonna go ahead and just we'll just let that kind of do its thing. And then do I want to bring copper all the way over, I wonder? Or do I want to build it over there? You know, that's a great question. I think I'm gonna build it over here. Let's see what this thing's doing, by the way. Oh, it only takes in 15, but it pumps out 30. So that's actually more than I can even handle, because if I build 4 constructors, that's going to be 120, and I can't combine those. So with that said, yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of all of this, I guess. That's going to be fine. Yep, I'm going to have a lot of copper ingots on me, but okay, now that I got the splitter there, let's go ahead and lay down the smelters. And I'm going to do what I've been doing. So I'm going to make it to where it just turns yellow, and then bring it up until it turns blue. Yep, just like that. And then we're going to get it connected, right? Boom. Boom. There we go. And now we need to build 4 constructors, right? So I'm going to duplicate this, put this one down, put another one down right here. Let's just run this across like this. Is it touching? Kind of. Okay, well, that's going to be all right. All right. Let's go and get the constructors built. But what I want to do is I'm going to bring it almost to the edge, but not quite, to about right here. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Yep, even and even, beautiful. Okay, and then we're going to place 2 more. So let's grab this one. We're just going to put it right next to the other one. Just like that. And then do the same thing on this side, right? Boom, and just like that. Now let's get our splitters into place. We're just going to duplicate that one and then rotate it. It's going to go in. We're going to leave a little bit of a gap. Same with this side. Just like so. Now let's get them connected. That one to that one. This one to here. This one's going straight in. That one's going straight in. This one, however, we're going to come out, back it up too, and then bring this one in like that. Do the exact same thing on this side. And okay, there we go. Here's wire, by the way. I'm going to put this all in here. There we go. But yeah, it's going to take 15, right? So it's coming in at 60, it splits to 30 and 30, and then this splits it from 15 to 15. So Anyway, that one's got a stack. I'm gonna go ahead and put a stack into this one as well. Select wire, throw a whole stack in. There we go. Let's do the exact same thing on these other two. Wire, whole stack of copper, and same with this one. Whole stack of copper. Okay. And now we just need to pull them out and merge them. Now, I don't know how I like all this. I feel like I should have backed it up a whole notch. So you know what? I think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to destroy everything and move it back a notch, and then I'll just be right back. Okay. I think I got everything moved. Yep. And then, yeah, we'll just bring in the raw resources from here. Ah, I'm at 2 hours. Damn it. Well, I'm going to finish this up, and then it'll be over. We'll end this episode or whatever. But, yeah, I'm going to get rid of this, right? Get rid of this entire line. Okay, now all I need to do is get all these merged together. But unfortunately, like I said, this is going to be 30 and 30, so that's 60. I won't be able to go faster than that until I upgrade my belt or whatever. But let me go ahead and get this connected, because I think I'm just going to run... Excuse me, sir, can you get out of here, please? Move it, please, move it. Move your slug-looking ass out of here. Bro, you're in my way. Get it moved. Why doesn't he want to move, bro? Yeah, because look, I can't place anything down because he's in the goddamn way. Bro, move it. You know what I could do? Maybe if I delete this, he'll move. Bro, get the hell out of here. Thank you. Jeez Louise. Okay, anyway, I'm going to run this straight over like that. And then, I don't know how to get these connected, but I guess I could delete this. Put down another one right here. How do I enable, flipping? Bro, get out the damn way. What's up with all these animals, dude? I swear to God. Oh, did I do it? Oh, dude, okay. This still lets me. Okay, it just looks a little bit silly. Okay, that's gonna be fine. All right, let me get these all merged up, though. And then we're going to place down another storage container. But we're going to stick it right here, just like that. There we go. And then we're going to slap a merger into place. We'll line it up with this one. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here. One here. We'll just get these linked together. That's only going to come out as 60 items per minute, but that's going to be okay. And then let's go ahead and get this one connected. And okay, there we go. And then I just need to get all of these connected to these. Boom. This one here, bang. And then this one, we're going to bring out. And then we're going to run it all the way down, right? Through the middle, maybe. There we go. And then we can connect that straight into the thing. And how's it look? It looks horrible, bro. Horrible. Hold the freaking phones. Yeah, that looks a lot better, right? All right. Now we just got to get everything powered up real quick. So let me go ahead and lay down the lines. And then I can connect this to the main line. There we are. And then is everything selected? It looks like it. This is actually already starting to produce because I loaded it up with ore, right? Let's see here. Yep, these are getting pulled over. They're getting turned into wire. And now I'm going to have a completely full belt here of 60 per minute. Now, once I upgrade to the Mach 2 belts, I'll be able to put this at 120 per minute. But 60 is going to be fine for now. It's just going to be a little bit backed up. So anyway, before we get out of here, I need to connect this conveyor system. We'll have to lay it down here first and then up to the splitter. There we go. And now all of these raw resources will come in and it's going to be glorious. Yep. Okay, fantastic. Well, that took a while to get done, by the way. I've been going well over 2 hours. 2 hours and 10 minutes. But at least now I have wires, bars, and plates all somewhat localized right here. In fact, what I'm going to do next, on the next episode, we're going to do the same thing with concrete. And then we're going to put the other one right here. So then I'll get rid of all of that stuff, right? And then we'll have a ramp that comes up. And I'll have access to all 4 shipping containers within the same area. Okay, well, before we get out of here, let's go up top and take a look at everything from an up top kind of view. And then we'll have to see what our next unlocks are, by the way. So field research, I'd be able to get pretty much right now if I wanted, which is going to give us the MAM. Tier 2 will be the assembler, which I'm not quite ready for. Jump pads, I don't even know, bro. I don't even know if I'll ever use those. The awesome sink, I guess we could maybe get that. And then this is going to be the more important one, and we could actually start building this pretty damn soon. So in the next one, we're going to get Mach 2 done, and then we're going to upgrade the belts that we need to, and then we're going to do the concrete one. But let me go ahead and get up here. We'll take a top-down view real quick. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So it's not looking the greatest. I mean, it's still kind of a hodgepodgery, but once I get walls and more building materials, I'll be able to make it look a little bit more pretty like. Yeah, okay, yeah. But for the most part, I think it's going to work just fine, right? Yeah, see how it's all jacked up and backed up? So once we get Mach 2, we'll pump that out at 120. I don't even know what Mach 2 belts do, by the way. I'm hoping 120, but we'll have to wait and see. But I believe it's 120, and then after that's 180. So yeah, I think this is going to be a fairly decent start. We got at least some of it at 100% efficiency, like the iron bars, but the iron plates are done, the copper wires done, and I was also able to get a kind of basic system in place for power. In fact, let's go over there and look at that. I need to not die though. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. No, I didn't die. Okay, good. Woo, that was a close one. Anyway, I want to get over here and drop off the rest of the wood and leaves that I have. And then let's drop all the wood off into this one. There we go. And then let's see how this thing's running, by the way. Oh, it's looking good. Look. All the machines are filled and backed up. Same with this side. Excellent. All right. And then let's take a look at our power usage and all that real quick. So we have 180 megawatts being powered right now. I wonder if the ones at the hub stopped by now. Because I still have quite a bit of material here. Actually, can I load these into here? I can. So I'm going to load this one up. Oh, no, that's biomass. Damn it. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can load up all this biomass real quick. Okay, good. I don't have any more biomass on me. Excellent. I still have a lot of resources I need to get rid of out of my pocket, but... Okay, not too shabby. Anyway, you know what? That's going to be it for this one, you guys. I think it was a fairly successful episode. We're getting things done, and then as we progress and unlock more building materials and walls and stuff, we'll start making this look a lot better, but at least this is a good start to just kind of get things going. But anyway, that's going to be it for this one, you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one later on, everybody. Later the frick on.